true.
Next week, it'll be 40 years since Dean Martin signed off for the final time in his popular variety show. I love the story of father-daughter love, and on the phone with us right now, the daughter of the famous actor, entertainer, singer, a great performer in her own right, Deana Martin. Deana started as a performer on her dad's show and has gone on to stage roles in London, on Broadway, many movies, her own TV show, records. Most recent record is called Destination Moon. I'm getting told that she pronounces it, is it Deana? Ah, okay. I'll get that right. This song you're listening to, that's a duet with her dad. Done with the magic of recording technology today, I imagine. Let's bring her on the phone. Is it Deana? Deana, hi.
Hi, yes, it's Deana. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and always love to hear that duet with my dad. That's beautiful.
Now, that's touching and moving, and I got to imagine it would be hard not to have tears in your eyes as you were doing it. Tell me what happened that made that duet come about.
It was so amazing. I've always wanted to sing a duet with my dad, and actually my handsome husband John found the original handwritten Nelson Riddle arrangement that my dad had used. And we went into the studio, hired the best world-class musicians, laid down the track, and then I went to Capitol Studios, and I'm standing there in the booth with my headset, holding the original chart that my dad held, and it said, Dean up in the corner, and it was quite an overwhelming feeling for me, being at Capitol Records with all of those. You feel the spirit of all the people who sang there.
Was it in that building in L.A. that people see when they do the walk at Hollywood and Vine, that round building?
Yes, that's right.
That's shaped like a record?
Shaped like a record.
Man.
Studio A, and actually just walking down the hall to Studio A where everybody recorded, you see all the photographs on the walls, and Bobby Darin, Keely Smith, Peggy Lee, my dad, Frank, the Beatles. It's an overwhelming feeling just being in the building, and then to go in and record the song holding the same chart that my dad did. It was really quite difficult to get through, but we did it. And when I went back into the booth for the playback, it was so amazing to hear our voices were so similar, the same kind of tenor or timbre to our voice and breathing the same. So it was quite something.
Now,
yes, and I actually do that song on my show, and I have a video, behind it when I'm in concert, when I go. And it's quite a moving, wonderful moment in the show.
Deana, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but your name is very similar to his.
Yes, Dean was a
It's very different. It's like one letter. And did you ever have this discussion? I'm sure you'd be over it by now, but maybe he wanted a boy.
Well, you know what? Then the next one was. Then they named him Dino.
Right, Dino. So Deana, Dino, and then what? It's just two?
And then, actually, it's Craig, Claudia, Gail, Deana, Dino, Ricky, Gina.
Oh, wow. He was
then,
prolific.
My mom's name was Jean, so you had Dean and Jean and Deana and Gina and Dino.
Right. How much, how often do you think about you? You do so much work in commemoration of your dad. I think it's a beautiful thing. And by the way, I read the whole bio. You do tons of charity work in Steubenville, and you have scholarships and, a festival every year. And yet, really, you could have been one of these people who's like, let me be my own self. I don't want to just do tributes to my dad, because you have a great singing voice, and you had a top-selling workout video, a fitness company. You were your own entertainer. Is there some point in your life where you said, "Nah, I'm going to just really pay tribute to my dad. I'm not going to try it"? Because a lot of people distance themselves from their famous father.
Well, no, you know what? First of all, I'm so proud to be Deana Martin. I mean, it's fantastic. But I'm not just doing tributes to him. I have my own,
Right.
my own albums, my own songs, my own music. So I'm not up there just, it's not a tribute thing. I honor him.
You're doing both.
I'm doing both, but it's, for me, I am a singer, and I'm an actress, and I'm an entertainer. And the fact that my dad is Dean Martin is just a plus. That's wonderful. And
it's a plus, and you're not, and you don't shy away from that plus too. It's cool.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
And people, he touched so many lives, and he's an amazing entertainer and singer and actor. I mean, he was just fantastic. So for me, it's doubly wonderful.
Do you know
I get
Jane
out
Fonda
there-
at all?
Oh yes, and
I would think
and
you two
Natalie
might.
Cole and
Yeah, you might know each other. She had a fitness video as well, a workout video. Tell me a little about making a workout video.
Actually, it was fun. I love working out. First of all, I think it's very important to be healthy and to eat right and to exercise every day. And so that's what I was doing. I had a company called Bodies by Deana, and everybody looks great. It's all about life and feeling good and being healthy and entertaining. It's a form of entertainment, of course, a workout video.
Well, it's company for someone who wants to work out.
It's company,
and they wish you were their real friend in real life, but you're
I am their
inspiring.
real friend.
Yes, Joe.
Being a little girl and having your dad be Dean Martin, I'm sure to you he was just dad. It just seemed normal, but I could only imagine what it would be like at your house. Was it like, Uncle Frank and Uncle Sammy and Uncle Joey coming over, or did your dad keep a pretty good separation of his show business friends and his home life?
Well, they came over, of course, and there would be parties, Christmas Eve and things like that. But Uncle Frank would come by and Uncle Sammy, of course. But as far as his dad is concerned, he would get up, he would go to work, and then he would come home, or he would go to Las Vegas to do his show and come home. He loved being at home, and actually he was home, every night for dinner when he was home, which was really fun. And there's 7 kids running around the house, so it was quite a normal house, except he was Dean Martin, and his friends were Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. and Rosemary Clooney and Judy Garland and Tony Bennett. So it was quite something.
When you sit down for dinner at the Dean Martin house, do you have a big pizza pie?
You're a tool.
When the moon hits. I thought you were weren't thinking about food.
Well, just a little bit.
How about some
By the way-
pasta vazul, Joe? Come on, buddy.
Can
A little early for
Yeah.
pizza.
I know it was the 90s. Well, Joe, but could we get one of your fitness tapes still for Joe?
I think we could.
Yeah.
Joe, you know what? It's funny. I was in Seattle not long ago. I've been to Royal Hall, and you should have come. But I'll come there, and I'll give you a workout that you can write
Now
it down.
that-
You'll never forget it.
Oh, I
That's something to
can't
do.
pass up on an offer like that.
Deana Martin. Deana, when you come to Seattle at Benaroya, come by and say hi and sing a song for us on the radio show, if you would.
I would love to do that. Actually, I will. We'll put that in my schedule, and we'll make it happen.
Make sure you remember KJR, and we have a live studio. We have a live performance hall, the Carter Subaru Live Theater here. So we have, like real gear you can perform.
People call it Little
I will do
Benaroya.
that.
They call it Little Benaroya.
Yeah,
Let's
they really do.
actually rename it, if that's okay with Carter Subaru.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Deana Martin, thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Very nice.